Hello students, welcome to B2 Maths classes. Today in the MCQ series of class 12, we are going to start with chapter 2, that is inverse trigonometric functions. Students, ये chapter काफ़ी simple है और इस पे काफ़ी short questions बनते हैं. And I am sure that after solving some questions with me, you will feel confident about attempting the questions from this chapter. So let's take our first question. The first question is the value of tan inverse root 3 plus cos inverse minus half corresponding to principal branches is this. तो जहां भी स्टूडेंट्स आपको इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन मिलेगा, इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शंस का आउटपुट रेंज क्या होती है? इट इज गिविंग एन एंगल. तो जहां भी यू हैव टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ tan इनवर्स रूट 3 प्लस कॉस इनवर्स माइनस हाफ, तो जहां भी इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन आपको दिखाई देगा, यू आर गोइंग टू एज्यूम इट एज एन एंगल. सपोज दिस एंगल इज अल्फा एंड दिस एंगल इज बीटा, सो यू हैव टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ अल्फा प्लस बीटा. नाउ व्हाट इज अल्फा? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, अल्फा इज tan inverse root 3. So since tan is an invertible function, so tan alpha is equals to root 3. Now in the principal value, what is the principal value branch of tan inverse? Tan inverse is lying between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. तो यहाँ पर अगर tan पॉजिटिव है तो फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में आएगा, इफ नेगेटिव इज देन इट इज कमिंग इन द फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट. बट हियर tan alpha is positive, so in the first quadrant you can write tan alpha is equals to tan of root 3 is at pi by 3. So alpha is equals to pi by 3. You have got the value of alpha. Now consider beta. Beta is equals to cos inverse of minus half. Now since cos is an invertible function, so cos beta is equals to minus half. Now what is the principal value of cos inverse? Cos inverse की principal value branch होती है 0 to pi. And in the first quadrant cos inverse is positive and in the second quadrant cos inverse is negative. तो आप क्या करेंगे? सिंस योर कॉस इज नेगेटिव, यू कैन राइट इट एज माइनस कॉस ऑफ, व्हाट इज दिस? कॉस ऑफ पाई बाय 3. ओके, नाउ नेगेटिव, अगर आपको नेगेटिव कॉस लेके आना है तो यू आर गोइंग टू take your angle in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant you can write pi minus theta. So it can be written as pi minus pi by 3. So this is cos of 2 pi by 3. So your beta is equals to 2 pi by 3. तो आपके पास अल्फा की वैल्यू पाई बाय 3 आ गई है, बीटा की वैल्यू 2 पाई बाय 3 आ गई है, एंड by adding these two we are getting 3 pi by 3, that is equals to pi. So our C option is correct. Your next question is the value of cot of sine inverse x is, you are given 4 options, so you have to find the value of cot sine inverse x. तो जहां भी आपका inverse trigonometric function आएगा, you can assume this sine inverse x as alpha. So you are supposed to find out the value of cot alpha now. Now what is alpha? Alpha is equals to sine inverse of x. Since sine is an invertible function, sine of alpha is equals to x. तो sin alpha x है and you are supposed to find out the value of cot alpha. तो आपका बहुत सिंपल है, you are going to make a right angle triangle with acute angle alpha. Sin alpha is x, that means your sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So by using Pythagoras theorem, this will come out 1 minus x square. So cot of alpha is base upon perpendicular, that is equals to 1 minus x square upon x. So your D option is correct. Your next question is the value of sine inverse of cos pi by 9 is. So you are supposed to find out the value of sine inverse cos pi by 9. तो आप क्या करते हैं, जहां भी इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन होता है उसे आप सपोज कर लेते हैं लेट अल्फा इज इक्वल्स टू साइन इनवर्स ऑफ cos pi by 9. Since sine is an invertible function, so sine alpha is equals to cos of pi by 9. Now you are supposed to find out the value of alpha. आपको जो निकालना है, now you are supposed to find out the value of alpha. तो alpha कैसे निकलेगा? Since sine of alpha is equals to cos of pi minus cos of pi by 9. तो आप cos को sin में चेंज करने के लिए क्या यूज करते हैं? pi by 2 यूज करते हैं. cos any pi by 2 cos of pi by 2 minus theta is will give you cos theta only. So you can sin theta. So you can write it as sine of pi by 2 minus pi by 9. So pi by 2 minus pi by 9 cos sine of 90 minus theta will be equivalent to cos of theta. Now this is equals will give you sine alpha is equals to sine of, this is 18, 7 pi by 18. So alpha will be equals to 7 pi by 18. So your correct option is option G. Your next question is let theta is equals to sine inverse of sine minus 600 degrees. Then you have to find the value of theta. So you are given theta is equals to sine inverse of sine minus 600 degrees. तो sine, since sine is an invertible function, sine of theta is equals to sine of minus 600 degrees. बट अभी आप इक्वेट नहीं कर सकते हो साइन को, क्योंकि माइनस 600 डिग्रीज आपका प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू ब्रांच में नहीं है. द प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू ब्रांच ऑफ साइन इनवर्स इज माइनस 90 डिग्रीज टू 90 डिग्रीज माइनस पाई बाय 2 टू पाई बाय 2. तो आप इसको रिड्यूस करेंगे. इसको रिड्यूस करने के लिए आप क्या करोगे? इट कैन बी रिटन एज माइनस 720 प्लस 120. दिस इज इक्विवेलेंट टू minus 600. अब minus 720 you can ignore. This is minus 360 and this is minus 720. तो minus 720 को आप ignore करके it will be equals to sine of 120 degrees, and sine of 120 degrees can be written as sine of 180 minus 60 degrees. And sine of 180 pi minus theta will be equals to sine theta. So this will be equals to sine 60 degrees. Now 60 is in the principal value branch of sine. So you can equate theta is equals to 60 degree, or we can write in radians it is equals to pi by 3 radians. So your correct option is option A. Your next question is the value of the expression 2 sec inverse 2 plus sine inverse half is. So you are supposed to find out the value of this expression 2 sec inverse 2 plus sine inverse half. तो जहां भी आपको इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन मिलेगा, you are going to suppose sec inverse 2 as alpha and sine inverse half as beta. So you are supposed to find the value of 2 alpha plus beta. Now consider alpha first. Alpha is equals to sec inverse of 2. Since sec is an invertible function, sec alpha is equals to 2 and 2 can be written as sec of pi by 3. Sec 2 is equals to sec of pi by 3. So alpha is equals to pi by 3. Now consider beta. Beta is equals to sine inverse of half. So sine of beta is equals to half and half can be written as sine of pi by 6. So beta is equals to pi by 6. Now alpha और beta की वैल्यू आप यहाँ substitute करते हैं, then you will get pi by 3 plus pi by 6 and this is equals to, if you are going 6 अगर बनाएंगे then 4 pi by 6 plus pi by 6 and your final answer is 5 pi by 6. So your option B is correct. Your question is the value of tan square sec inverse 2 plus cot square cosec inverse 3 is. So you are supposed to find out the value of tan square sec inverse 2 plus cot square cosec inverse 3. तो जहां भी आपको ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शंस मिल रहे हैं, you can suppose them angles. Let sec inverse 2 is alpha and cosec inverse 3 is beta. So you are supposed to find out the value of tan square alpha plus cot square beta. Now consider alpha first. Alpha is what? Sec inverse of 2. So sec of alpha is equals to 2. Up 2 in terms of sec, you can write it as sec of pi by 3. So alpha is equals to pi by 3. अल्फा की वैल्यू आ गई, आप अल्फा की वैल्यू यहाँ पुट कर सकते हैं. नाउ कंसीडर बीटा. सो बीटा इज इक्वल्स टू cosec इनवर्स ऑफ 3. सो cosec बीटा इज इक्वल्स टू 3, बट 3 आपको 3 की वैल्यू नहीं पता कि cosec कब 3 होता है, तो यू कैन नॉट डायरेक्टली फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ बीटा. तो आप क्या करेंगे, फाइनली यू आर सपोज टू फाइंड आउट cot बीटा. तो cosec बीटा है आपके पास, आप ट्राइंगल कम बना सकते हैं विद acute angle बीटा. मेक अ राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल विद acute angle बीटा. Now cosec is hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So hypotenuse is 3 and perpendicular is 1. So by using Pythagoras theorem, this will come out root 8. Root of 9 minus 1, that is root 8. So what will be the value of cot beta? Cot beta will be equals to base upon hypotenuse, base upon perpendicular, that is root 8. Now come here, tan square alpha is pi by 3 plus cot square beta. तो cot beta आपका root 8 है, तो उसका स्क्वायर कर दो. Now tan pi by 3 is root 3. Tan pi by 3 is root 3. So root 3 का स्क्वायर plus root 8 का स्क्वायर, you will get 3 plus 8 is equals to 11. So your correct option is option B. Your next question is the domain of the function fx is equals to sine inverse square root 1 minus x is what? So you are supposed to find out the domain of this function. So what do you mean by domain? You are supposed to find out those values of x for which your function is defined. तो आपको x की values बतानी है जिसके लिए this function is defined. So this function is defined, fx is defined for all x such that कि ये जो sin inverse है, sin inverse function, sin inverse of anything always lies in between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Since within this range your sign is invertible, so sign को आप invert कर सकते हैं, sign of minus pi by 2 and here square root of this and it will become sine of pi by 2. So this will be minus 1 and this will be 1. Sine of pi by 2 is 1. Now if you know that if x is lying between minus a and a, then x square must lie in between 0 to a square. तो अगर आप स्क्वायरिंग करते हैं तो x minus 1 must lie in between 0 to 1. If you are going to add 1, then x must lie in between 0 to 1 to 2. So the domain, we are supposed to find out the values of x. So the domain of your function f is closed interval 1 to 2. So your correct option is option A. Your next question is the value of cot of cos inverse 7 by 25 is. So you are supposed to find out the value of cot cos inverse 7 by 25. तो जहां भी आपको कोई भी इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन मिलता है, यू आर गोइंग टू सपोज इट एन एंगल. सो यू आर गोइंग टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ cot alpha. Now consider what is alpha. Alpha is cos inverse of 7 by 25. So cos is invertible, so cos of alpha is 7 by 25 and you are supposed to find out cot alpha. तो आप क्या करेंगे, एक राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल बनाएंगे विद एक्यूट एंगल अल्फा. देन cos of alpha will be based upon hypotenuse, so 7 upon 25. Now by using Pythagoras theorem, your perpendicular will come out square root of 25 square minus 7 square, that is 625 minus 49 and which is equals to 576 and that is 24. So perpendicular will come out 24. So cot of alpha will be equals to base upon perpendicular. So 7 upon 24 will be the value of your function. So option D is correct. Your question is the value of sine tan inverse x where x is strictly less than, modulus of x is strictly less than 1 is equals to, you are supposed to find the value of sine of tan inverse x. So let us suppose tan inverse x as alpha. So you are supposed to find the value of sine alpha. Now what is alpha? Alpha is tan inverse of x. So tan alpha is equals to x. आपके पास tan alpha की वैल्यू है and you are supposed to find out sin alpha. So you are going to make a right angle triangle with acute angle alpha. Now your tan alpha is perpendicular upon base. So your perpendicular is x, base is 1. By using Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse will come out square root of 1 का square plus x का square and your sin alpha, now from this triangle sin alpha is equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse and that is equals to x upon square root 1 plus x square. So your option D is correct. Your next question is if cos inverse alpha plus cos inverse beta plus cos inverse gamma is equals to 3 pi, then you are supposed to find out the value of alpha into beta plus gamma plus beta into gamma plus alpha plus gamma into alpha plus beta. Now let us start with the given thing. You are given that cos inverse alpha plus cos inverse beta plus cos inverse gamma is equals to 3 pi. We know that cos inverse of x always lies between 0 to pi. ये जो एंगल cos इनवर्स का एंगल होता है दैट इज ऑलवेज लाइज बिटवीन 0 टू पाई. तो मिनिमम वैल्यू cos इनवर्स जो फंक्शन है वो मिनिमम एंगल 0 देता है, मैक्सिमम पाई देता है. तो जब थ्री cos इनवर्स फंक्शंस ऐड होकर 3 पाई आपको दे रहे हैं, दैट मीन्स इंडिविजुअली दे आर ऑल इक्वल्स टू पाई, क्योंकि पाई से बड़ा तो कोई होगा नहीं, तो दे मस्ट बी इक्वल्स टू पाई. That must implies that cos inverse alpha and cos inverse beta and cos inverse gamma all three are equals to pi. Now if cos inverse of alpha is equals to pi, that must implies that alpha is equals to cos pi, and this is it gives you that alpha is equals to -1. Similarly, beta is equals to -1 and gamma is also equals to -1. So alpha, beta and gamma, they all are equals to -1. Now consider the function alpha into beta plus gamma plus beta into gamma plus alpha plus gamma into alpha plus beta. Now this is equals to -1 -1 -1 -1 -1 -1 -1 -1. So this is -1 into -2 -1 into -2 -1 into -2. This will give you 2 plus 2 plus 2, and this will give you 6. So your correct option is option C.